Okay, this video is about my new book. Here's my new book, The Poor Man's Way to Prevent Dementia and Raise IQ. I got the two Schultz brothers, my college wrestling coaches, world and Olympic champions there on the cover. They both were great to me, helped me a lot. I learned more from them than any of my Stanford professors. This is a big book. I'll show you in comparison because you might be thinking you've seen my other book before. So here's my other book, Poor Man's Way to Fight Cancer. And that's all about cancer. That's the most detailed book ever written in the history of mankind about what causes cancer, what a person can do to prevent it. This one is The Poor Man's Way. So I'm kind of making a poor man series of books. This one is about what you can do to prevent dementia and raise your IQ. This one's a much bigger book. This one was only, 150 pages, something like that, 200 pages, I don't remember exactly. This one's about 450 pages. I go way more detail. This current book has over 250 illustrations, and I illustrate all the stuff you could want about diabetes, high blood pressure. Here's my illustrations about insulin resistance. And this is way more detail than any medical school book. All the conventional medicine books, they're a joke, basically. Med school is basically trade school, and the trade that is taught is how to sell drugs, okay? It's not even really medicine. When I was a young guy, they would say, oh, well, medical school, you learn the foundation, the bedrock of medicine, internal medicine, and that will benefit you for every other field you're in. BS, you learn how to sell drugs, okay? They don't teach you anything about what causes disease or what you can do to prevent or cure those diseases. All right, so anyways, I'll make some videos reading through some of the chapters on this just to show it to you, but it just came tonight, so I was all happy to get this. And yeah, I self-publish it. I have to self-publish. I don't got time to work through a publisher. It takes a publisher years to publish a book. I've published with publishers in the past. And I can also tell you, if you look at the other dementia books, Dale Bredesen, okay? He's telling people to eat high-fat diets. That's a joke, okay? Greger and, what's his name? The Schurzai couple of neurologists telling people to eat all this fat, saying olive oil's okay and omega-3 supplements from algae are a good idea, and nuts and seeds and chia and flax, and then coffee's a good idea. I mean, in my opinion, my book is a big boy book for people who are serious about understanding dementia and doing what you can to prevent it. And their books, in my opinion, are baby books, for children or something. They don't go into any of the toxic stuff. All the stuff about F- in your water, about the other toxins in processed food, about, heavy metals, about a whole bunch of other stuff, about MSG, all of that stuff that corporations don't want people spoken. I know that I'll never be sponsored. I know that I'll never be a popular YouTube channel. I get hardly any views. I know that almost no one will invite me on the YouTube channel because I'm the bad boy of veganism. I tell you the truth about stuff. I'm a Christian, and, while I'm still alive before the commies get me, I'll tell you the truth about health and nutrition as best I can. So I'll make some videos where I go into detail about that. But, just an example is, these guys all recommending coffee for the brain. That's completely stupid. It's not even, kind of wrong. It's completely wrong and stupid. Coffee is an excitotoxin, the caffeine. So it increases glutamate transmission in your hippocampal neurons. Simultaneously, it's a vasoconstrictor, drops blood supply to your brain, depending on the paper, 15 to 27%. Well, that's a lot. Then you separate the metabolic rate from the neurovascular coupling, the amount of blood supply, oxygen, and glucose delivered to that neuron. You got neurons going into apoptosis, okay? It stresses you out. It causes insomnia. We all know sleep is one of the most important things you can do to have better brain health. It increases your blood lipids. It increases your blood glucose level. It worsens diabetes, insulin resistance. It's all bad, okay? It's stupid, all right? That's the kind of advice they're giving you. Eat high-fat diet and drink caffeine. In my opinion, that's idiotic, moronic, and stupid, okay? So, like I said, I'll never be popular. I'll never get invited anywhere, but I'll tell you the truth, and here it is, and I'll do some chapters from it in just a little bit.